students. In this video we are going to study equation of line passing through a point and parallel to a vector. So we have studied equation of line passing through a point having position vector a bar and parallel to vector a bar in the last video. So in what was that vector equation? Vector equation of line passing through a having position vector a bar and parallel to vector b bar is r bar is equal to a bar plus lambda b bar. And if point A is x1, y1, z1 and vector b bar is a1 I cap plus b1 j cap plus c1 k cap, that means direction ratios of the straight line are a1, b1, c1, then Cartesian form or symmetric form is x minus x1 upon a1, y minus y1 upon b1, z minus z1 upon c1. So in this question, equation of the line is given in this form. See, x plus 5 by 3, x minus x1 by a1. So those terms in the denominator are direction ratios of the line. And direction ratios of the line, they form the vector which is parallel to the line. So here values of a1, b1, c1 are 3, 5, 6. So let's write that. Direction ratios of the line are 3, 5, 6. That means vector b bar is 3 I cap plus 5 j cap plus 6 k cap. Such type of question carries 2 marks. First of all, we have to identify a bar and b bar, and then we have to write the vector equation. So now we have a b bar 3 I cap plus 5 j cap plus 6 k cap. Now let's find out the point A. Point A is, see here we have x minus x1 and here we have x plus 5 by 3. So x minus x1. So minus x1 is 5. That means x1 is minus 5. Remember, we have to change the sign also. As here we have plus 5 and here we have minus x1. So minus x1 is 5. That means x1 is minus 5. Minus y1 is 4. That means y1 is equal to minus 4. Minus z1 is 5. That means z1 equal to minus 5. So this gives us a bar. A bar is minus 5 I cap minus 4 j cap minus 5 k cap. Now we are ready to write the vector equation of the line. So vector equation of the line is r bar equal to a bar plus lambda b bar. R bar equal to minus 5 I cap minus 4 j cap minus 5 k cap lambda into 3 I cap plus 5 j cap plus 6 k cap. Now in the second question, a point on the straight line is given and the line is parallel to the line x plus 2 upon 3 equal to y minus 3 upon 5 equal to z plus 5 upon 6. And we have to find vector equation and Cartesian equation of the line. So to find vector equation and Cartesian equation of the line, what we need is a point on the straight line that is given. So point A is minus 2, 4, minus 5. So we have a bar as minus 2 I cap plus 4 j cap minus 5 k cap. Or we write this A as x1, y1, z1. Now the next part is a line parallel to the required line is given. So equation of the given line is x plus 2 upon 3, y minus 3 upon 5 equal to z plus 5 by 6. So what we have is a point on the straight line, this line, the second one. That is minus 2, 3, minus 5. See, I have changed the sign as it is x minus x1. But we don't need the point on the straight line. What we need is b bar. B bar is direction ratios of the straight line. And the direction ratios are the terms which are in the denominator. And the terms in the denominator are 3, 5, 6. That means direction ratios. Since the two lines are parallel, their direction ratios are proportional. So one of the set of the direction ratios is 3, 5 and 6. So direction ratios of the line are 3, 5, 6. That means we have b bar. So b bar equal to 3 I cap plus 5 j cap plus 6 k cap. So first let's write the vector equation. So vector equation is r bar equal to a bar plus lambda b bar. That is r bar equal to, now a bar is minus 2 I cap plus 4 j cap minus 5 k cap plus lambda into b bar is 3 I cap plus 5 j cap plus 6 k cap. So this is equation of line in vector form. So to find equation of the line in Cartesian form, either we can write r bar as xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap, then transfer this to these three terms to left hand side, then write the equation as term in I cap, then term in j cap, term in k cap. In the right hand side also write this equation like that only. Equate coefficients of I cap, coefficients of j cap, coefficients of k cap. Find value of lambda in each case and equate those three equations. Or you can directly use the Cartesian form. Cartesian form is x minus x1 upon a1 or a. You can write anything. Instead of a1, b1, c1, I have taken here abc. Y minus y1 upon b, z minus z1 upon c. So a, b, c are direction ratios. Those are 3, 5, 6. So in the denominator, we have 3, 5, 6. Now let's write the numerator. X minus x1. So x minus x1 is minus 2. Y minus y1. Y1 is 4. Z minus z1, which is minus 5. So it is x plus 2 upon 3. Y minus 4 upon 5. Z plus 5 by 6. So they can change the equation. Either they can give in a Cartesian form or in vector form. So we have to identify a bar and b bar, and we have to substitute those a bar and b bar in the equation to find vector equation and Cartesian equation. Okay. Now see here in the next question, it is given that a line passed through the point 3 minus 1, 2. That means a point on the line is given. So let this point be A. So, and it is perpendicular to the lines r bar equal to, so one of the straight line is given and r bar equal to another straight line is given. That means the required line passed through this point and it is perpendicular to these two lines. See here, so if this is the required line, it passed through point A and it is perpendicular to this line and perpendicular to this line as well. So as it is three-dimensional figure, so if our line is like this, it is perpendicular to both the lines. Okay. That means now this line is parallel to this vector. So the required line is perpendicular to this line, means it is perpendicular to this vector. Similarly, the required line is perpendicular to this line. So, and this line is parallel to this vector. So the required line is perpendicular to this vector as well. So let's write those vector as b1 bar and b2 bar. Okay. Okay. So let's write first of all point A. So point A is given 3 minus 1 2. Let b1 bar is the vector which is parallel to first line, which is 2 I cap minus 2 j cap plus k cap, and b2 bar is the vector which is parallel to second line, and that is I cap minus 2 j cap plus 2 k cap. And now we have to recall our cross product. So if a line or a vector is perpendicular to two vectors, then the vector which is perpendicular to both the vectors is cross product of those two vectors. So b bar, the vector or the direction, the ratios of the required line. B bar is perpendicular to b1 bar and b2 bar both. So b bar is cross product of these two vectors. So cross product of two vectors is perpendicular to both the vectors. So b bar is b1 bar cross b2 bar. So it is determinant. First row is I cap, j cap, k cap. Now let's write coefficients of I, j, k from b1 bar. 2 minus 2, 1. And coefficients of I, j, k from the second vector are 1 minus 2, 2. Now let's write the expansion. So it is I cap minus 4 minus minus plus 2. Next one is minus j cap 4 minus 1 plus k cap minus 4 plus 2 again. So it is sorry, minus 2 I cap minus 3 j cap minus 2 k cap. So we have b bar now, and a bar is already given, so we can write the vector equation now. So vector equation of the line is r bar equal to a bar plus lambda b bar. That is r bar equal to a bar is 3 I cap minus j cap plus 2 k cap plus lambda into b bar is minus 2 I cap minus 3 j cap minus 2 k cap. So this is vector equation, and Cartesian equation is, let's write the formula and let's substitute those values. X minus x1 upon a, y minus y1 upon b, z minus z1 upon c. So x1, y1, z1 are 3 minus 1, 2. So x minus 3, let's write the numerator first. Y minus y1 is minus 1, z minus z1 is 2. Denominator, in the denominator we have ABC, those are direction ratios of the straight line, and those are minus 2, minus 3, minus 2. So minus 2, minus 3, minus 2. So this becomes x minus 3 upon minus 2, y plus 1 upon minus 3, z minus 2 upon minus 2. Or you can multiply all the three terms by minus 1 and you can write positive values 2, 3, 2. So that is also equation of the straight line. Okay, so we have equation of line which is perpendicular to two lines. So whenever it is perpendicular, that means it is cross product of those two vectors. Okay. Now the next question is, show that the lines x plus 1 upon minus 10 equal to y plus 3 upon minus 1 equal to z minus 4 upon 1, and x plus 10 upon minus 1 equal to y plus 1 upon minus 3 equal to z minus 1 by 4 intersect each other. Find the coordinates of their point of intersection. So we have to prove that these two lines they intersect, and we have to find their point of intersection. So for that I have written the equations again, but now here I have written the first equation as equal to lambda. So if these two lines they intersect, then what happens is this point of intersection lies on both the lines. So it satisfies both the equation. So in parametric form we have x equal to minus 10 lambda minus 1. So for some value of lambda we get this point, and for some value of mu we get the point again. So but that point lies on L2 now. So we have taken the equations of the lines as first equation equal to lambda and the second equation equal to mu. So we are using two parameters here, lambda for first equation of the line and mu for the second equation of the line. And for some lambda and mu, we should get the same set of points or same set of values for x, y, z, and that will be the point of intersection. So we have three equations in terms of lambda and mu. So while proving only, we are getting the coordinates of the point of intersection. So let's see the method also. So first equation, let's write x, y, z in first equation and in the second equation. So we have x is equal to minus 10 lambda minus 1. So that is for the first line. Y equal to minus lambda minus 3. And z equal to 1 into lambda, that is lambda plus 4. So what are these values? These are the coordinates of any point on first line. So for different values of lambda, we get different points on the first line. Okay. Now for the second line, we have x is equal to minus mu minus 10. Y equal to minus 3 mu minus 1. And z equals to 4 mu plus 1. So for different values of mu, we get different points on the second straight line. But for the point of intersection, we have these xyz and these xyz, they are equal. So for some value of lambda and mu, if these two values are same, that means those two lines they intersect. So let's find out whether such value exists or not. So for that point, we have both these x are equal. So let's equate those values. So we have minus 10 lambda minus 1 equal to minus mu minus 10. So that equation, this equation gives us minus 10 lambda plus mu equal to minus 10 plus 1. So we are writing the unknowns lambda and mu in left hand side and the constants minus 1 and minus 10 in the right hand side. So the equation becomes minus lambda plus mu equal to minus 9. So let this be equation number 1, equating x coordinates of the points. Now equating the y coordinates, we have minus lambda minus 3 equal to minus 3 mu minus 1. So writing lambda and mu in left hand side, we have minus lambda plus 3 mu equal to minus 1 plus 3. So second equation in terms of lambda and mu is minus lambda plus 3 mu equal to 2. So let this be equation number 2. Now equating z coordinates, we have lambda plus 4 equal to 4 mu plus 1. So lambda minus 4 mu equal to 1 minus 4. So that is lambda minus 4 mu equal to minus 3. So this is our third equation. Now here we have two unknowns, lambda and mu. But we have three equations in terms of lambda and mu. So if we have two different equations and two unknowns, so if we are having like that, then those lambda and mu we can find values of them, and those are unique values. But if we have three equations and two unknowns, they may be having a common solution or they may not have common solution. So solving equation 2 and 3 together, let's find out lambda and mu, and let's substitute those values in equation 1, and let's check whether those lambda and mu satisfy equation number 1. So considering these two equations, why I am considering equation 2 and 3? Because coefficients are same here, but they differ in the signs. So adding these two equations, lambda get cancelled. So that's why I am considering equation 2 and 3. So considering equations 2 and 3 and adding them, we get, so lambda get cancelled, and 3 mu minus 4 mu gives us minus mu equal to 2 minus 3, that is minus 1. So we get value of mu equals to 1. Now substituting this value in second equation or third equation, we can find value of lambda. So let's substitute in the third equation. Substituting in equation number 3, we have lambda minus 4 into 1 equals to minus 3. So lambda minus 4 equal to minus 3. Lambda equal to minus 3 plus 4. So value of lambda equal to 1. So both lambda and mu are 1. Now solving equations 2 and 3, we have values of lambda and mu. Let's check whether these values of lambda and mu satisfy equation 1 or not. If they satisfy equation number 1, that means the two lines intersect. And if these two values, they do not satisfy equation number 1, that means those two lines do not intersect. So substituting lambda and mu in the left hand side, substituting in the left hand side of equation 1, we have minus 10 into 1 plus mu is 1, that is minus 10 plus 1 equal to minus 9, and that is the right hand side of equation 1. So lambda equal to 1 and mu equal to 1 satisfy equation 1. That means such lambda and mu, they exist. Therefore the two lines, they intersect. Therefore the given lines intersect. And now to find their point of intersection, we have these are xyz for first line and these are xyz for the second line. Substituting lambda and mu in this equation, we can find the coordinates. So you can solve for lambda or for mu. So x is equal to minus 10 into 1 minus 1, that is minus 10 minus 1 gives us minus 11. Y equal to minus 1 minus 3, that is minus 4. Z is lambda plus 4, that is 1 plus 4 equal to 5. So point of intersection is minus 11 minus 4 5. You can write for mu also. So if we put x is equal to substituting mu equals to 1, it is minus 1 minus 10. See, again we get minus 11. Y is minus 3, mu is 1 minus 1. Minus 3 minus 1 gives us minus 4. And z is equal to 4 mu plus 1. Mu is 1. So 4 plus 1 gives us 5. So you can solve for lambda or for mu and you can find the point of intersection. Okay, so minus 11, minus 4, 5 is point of intersection of those two lines. So this is your today's assignment. Find equation of the line which pass through the point and perpendicular to the lines. So perpendicular to the lines means, so it is perpendicular to the vector I cap plus 2j cap plus 3k cap. So this is b1 bar and b2 bar is minus 3I cap plus 2j cap minus 5k cap. And b bar is perpendicular to both b1 bar and b2 bar. So b bar is b1 bar cross b2 bar. And point A is given. So this is a bar. So vector equation is r bar is equal to a bar plus lambda b bar. So first find out this b bar and substitute a bar and b bar in the equation. And you can find the Cartesian equation. Find the Cartesian equation of the line passing through the point. So to find Cartesian equation, so this is our x1, y1, z1 and parallel to this line. So these are the direction ratios. So direction ratios of the line are 7, 6, 4 and point x1, y1, z1 are given. So write the equation of the line in Cartesian form and substitute x1, y1, z1 and ABC. Okay. Thank you. See you in the next video.